Writes a legend carved in fire. They call him Captain Kearn, with a maker's hand and a warrior's soul. He stands unbroken where the thunder rolls.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. The Captain's here. What's up, everybody? What's up, Patrick? Heidi, welcome. Mac, what's going on, buddy? Good to see ya. We got a little bit of work to do today. I do well, okay. Is the starting music playing for you guys? It doesn't show going over the actual channel.
No puzzle too deep, no dragon of doubt he cannot sweep, crafting glory with every stride.
What's up, Jonathan?
Clans march at his side. Raise your horns and let them burn for the legend Captain Kearn.
I mean, I can hear the starting music. I just don't know if you guys are hearing it. I don't know if it's going through the screen.
Captain Kearn.
What do we got going on here? New follower. A new follower. Ila Lex Papu. Thank you for the follow. You are awesome. I appreciate you. We're going to just play for one more round while we get people into the stream. I had to turn the heater off in here because it just got very hot. Finally got up to temperature. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome one and all to the Captain's Workshop.
They call him Captain Kearn, with a maker's hand and a warrior's soul.
What does this thing do? Why are you doing this?
He stands unbroken where the thunder rolls.
There we go. No, I don't want to give you a review. I'm trying to do stuff. Jesus. Not right now. After stream. What's going on? Oh my gosh, look at all you beautiful people on Twitch. Stick around, it's going to be a fun day. Strength of Captain Kearn. This is my happy place. Don't F it up. You know what I mean? Gonna be.
Still we follow Captain.
How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday? It is cloudy and rainy and muggy and hot here. We currently have an internal temperature of 69.7 degrees in the workshop, and it is 49% humid in this building. It sucks. Everything is in a dryer right now that we need to print with.
No dragon of doubt he cannot sweep, crafting glory with every stride. The northern clans march at his side. Raise your horns and let them burn.
All right. Have you guys had enough of the starting music? If not, I can play 3 or 4 more times. I mean, geez. I dig my intro song. I wrote it, so. Have no fear, JPP is here. What's up, buddy? You know, the electric violin is one of the coolest things ever. Camera, what the hell? Oh, the camera, this is what happens. Chad, this is what happens. I start the stream and the camera app that controls the camera crashes. It says Ozbot Center is already running, but it is not in fact running. All right, Task Manager. Ozbot Center. Let's find Ozbot Center because it is not running. In task. In task. And we will restart it again. Second time this morning. What is wrong with this software? It just keeps crashing. What's up, LTX? How you doing, buddy? We're just having camera issues because cameras suck. Oh, the electric violin, man. It is just... Oh, looky there. See, that's where the starting point's supposed to be. And then it's just supposed to be right here so you guys can see my fat belly. Doing, doing, doing. I've lost 40 pounds, so I'm happy with that. How's everybody doing? We're still drinking coffee. If you're not drinking coffee, I don't know what you're doing today. But yeah, we're doing a little bit of workshop cleanup and just having some fun today. We're going to program a couple of, kick pies. These little guys right here. And do a little other fun stuff. I got to show you guys some fun stuff. We're going to start this off real quick here. Top-down camera. I picked this up off of the Amazons. My new little electric screwdriver kit. I paid 16 bucks for it. Comes with an electric screwdriver. It's got a bunch of torque settings. Because arthritis sucks. It says off, so you got to turn it on. It still says off. Turn on, man. There we are. Oh, yeah. And we got like 120 bits and all that crap. Plus we got the charging cable and a bunch of spludgers and stuff in here. Nice little setup here. Nice little setup. My only complaint is there's no long bits. If anybody knows where to get the, ouch, shit, that was sharp. The long bits for these things, please send me a DM. Wifey's here. Gergman, what's up? You're screwed now. I definitely am. It's fancy. It was $16. You know, I would really like to try Fantic, you know, but I can't afford that stuff. It's expensive, man. It's super expensive. But arthritis just kicks my ass. So, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this thing's for. It's a reverse of a Phillips. And I just, yeah. But yeah, we got all sorts of bits in here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to putting together a printer with it. But we got all sorts of fun things to do today while we sit here and BS a little bit. Build over bot. What's going on? How you doing, friend? You want one of the screwdrivers, but cannot bring yourself to tell the wife. So you're not lazy enough to put in the small screws yet. I mean, it's $16, bud. It's 16 bucks. Do I need to just send you one? Because everybody deserves an electric screwdriver. I'm very happy with, you know, my purchase. I haven't even used it and I'm happy with it. And then let's go over here. You guys know we're building the Ender 5, right? And so Amazon shipped this package right here. in a 3.5-foot box. 3.5-foot box, a huge ass box. And if you guys don't know, these are 2020 extrusions. And the whole purpose of this is to create the gantry for the Ender 6 Trident. And oh God, these are sweet. Very nicely cut. European style, very thick. She thick, baby, she thick. Look at that, she thick. And then we got ironic over here. Let's go back over to the main camera. So we got some 2209 steppers. I ordered a set of 3, right? Just 3. They sent me 6. I love Amazon screw-ups. So I have steppers for days. And there's been a lot of, yeah, Amazon has standardized on fewer box types, which is dumb because it costs them money in shipping costs. So there's a lot of fun things going on here. One of the things I want to do today is over here, camera. The one time I want you to follow me and you don't do it. Normal tracking. Come here, camera. Yeah, over here, buddy. The V0 right here. We're going to play with this guy a little bit here. It's having a little bit of problems. And we're going to try to solve those problems. It doesn't like printing ABS, and I'm not sure why. ABS and ASA, it's having some problems. And I could use your guys' help on that. So, and we're going to be doing some general cleanup. The workshop is an enormous disaster. So, turn tracking off because, yeah, the camera's an idiot. Build overbought. I'm just cheap. So am I. I would have bought a Fantic, but I'm cheap. But I need a storage solution for filament because we have filament scattered everywhere now. Yeah, I'm tired of all this mess. I need better. I need better, guys. I need to do better for you guys. I'm trying to produce much more entertaining and informative content. Let's put it that way. There are a lot of things. Yes, we have been preheating the bed to the chamber. It's not that it's not sticking to the bed. It's not sticking to the layers. And it's coming out of the extruder in a very spotty manner. And we've been tuning the extruder for days. That's not the case because it can print PLA perfectly. As a matter of fact, I threw PETG through it yesterday afternoon and it printed PETG. So we're just not sure what's going on. What the hell? A plane stuck between 2 buildings in Seattle. What the hell happened there? I don't know. But we do have a few surprises coming. I did line up some sponsorship projects coming through a couple of companies later on in the next couple of months. One of them, I don't mind telling you guys, Mellow is actually going to be sending some stuff over. And we're going to be testing it to its fullest extent and doing not really review stuff, but we're just going to be seeing what we can do with it. Because they've redone a lot of their components and I just want to see what we can do with it. You know what I mean? They've got a new version of their version of the EBB36 that actually has their own version of a cartographer, and it is ridiculously inexpensive. And I really want to see what we can accomplish with that. So we're going to be building a couple tool heads with those. I purchased my first one and we're going to be getting a couple of those. But today we got some other stuff going on. I'm going to need your guys' help. We're going to be lining up near this camera over here. We're going to be lining up the electronics bay for that leg is almost done for the Ender 5. And we're going to be trying to position our electronics in this, trying to figure out where to put everything. I screwed up and printed the wrong end. Honestly, I was dumb. The wrong foot. And we're going to be putting that on there and then positioning everything. If anybody can tell me how to mount this thing and get it installed through the hexes, that would be beautiful. I have tried at least 3 times and I can never get it lined up right. That is the most difficult thing I've ever tried to do on a printer. It's driving me bonkers. R6 redeem stretch. Okay, all right. Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna go to this camera here. We're gonna stretch because yeah, I do need to stretch. Oh God, dang, that hurts. The only reason that isn't in the Twitch menu is because I have severe arthritis and fibromyalgia, and it's good for me to stretch. So feel free to use that. You have yet to build one of those printers? Oh, dude, it's, building printers is fun. What's up, Cody? How you doing? You got here in time to add to the likes. Well, add to the likes is awesome, but add to the discussion, man. I would love to, love talking to you. There's 2 Codys in chat. So I had this really dumb thought the other day, right? So you guys know the 3D chess set in Star Trek, right? Just hear me out. What if we built a printer that could print on 3 separate beds at the same time? 3D chess set printer. I turned tracking off and it turned itself back on. Damn you, Ozbot. You act like a dumb thought is rare. Not on my channel. Dumb thoughts are constant. Thank you, camera. Yeah. And then we've got the do-ender over here. We got to do a little tuning on it. It's printing very nicely, but I got to show you guys this. There is an issue. There is an issue. If you guys look, so this is a print off of the do-ender. All right. Now, I'm not sure if the lighting is good enough for this. Or if it will zoom properly. There we go. Can you guys see in those slots there? It's a little ragged. And I just don't understand why. So we're going to tune it a little bit, reprint the same print, and see if we can't fix that up. And it's only ragged on one side. See, here's the side that it's ragged on. And this is the side that was facing the bed. Can you guys see that? Yeah, there we go. That's a good shot of it right there. $4D start chest. I don't know. 4D, 3D. I don't know. I'm a Trekkie, but I don't pay attention to the details like that. Anyway, so we've got a lot of things we can talk about and do today. If you guys haven't heard, and I do need to actually update my my Linktree profile with my GitHub. I've got the documents for the Ender 6 Trident up on my GitHub, and I'm contributing to that project daily. And so that, because nobody has that project documented anywhere. And the Ender 6 is literally the #1 platform to make a Trident out of. Because 1, they're inexpensive. 2, they're readily available. There are thousands of them out there on the marketplace. Let's see. Let's go through chat here. I can just say I had a thought, and you could assume that it was a dumb one. Oh, well. I mean, we all have dumb thoughts, and mine are about 80% of them. Gergman, thank you. R6 subscribe with a tier 1 sub. Thank you, my friend. You are awesome. Thank you. I always appreciate that. Gracias. Yeah, so let me grab that GitHub link real quick. Let me do that real quick. Yeah. And while I'm in here, I'm just going to add that to my link tree. We couldn't load your... Come on, Linktree. What are you doing? What you doing here? Add. Paste link. And we're just going to leave it like that. No, actually, we're going to... No, we're going to move it down. We're going to move it down. It's going to go just under the Discord server. So if you guys go to the link tree, which I'm going to post in the chat here in just a moment. There you guys go. You find all my links. The GitHub is now in there. I have forked hundreds of things, but you guys will see it's pinned right on the first page. The Ender 6 Trident project. How many printers do I have? Oh, let's count. Including the resin printers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 right now. I think. I might be missing 1 or 2 that are actually in pieces. 15 that are put together. Now, are they all working? That's a different... That you didn't ask how many were working. You just had said, how many do I have? How many do I have that are actually put together? 15. How many are working? Yeah, it's a different story. Well, yeah, Cody, that's what I was just referring to. Functional, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Functional new modern printers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why I'm trying to actually upgrade all these old printers, these old Enders. That way they can do modern stuff. Because I don't believe in throwing away technology. All of this stuff can be upgraded. 9 out of 15 is not a terrible ratio. Yeah, it's not. It's not. So, I mean, and so I'm actually hoping to have a whole lot more in the workshop because you guys will eventually see pop up in the chat, the 3D printer rehab project. And my eventual goal is to take these old printers, some of these old printers, and restore them and get them up and running to a reliable point where they're not going to malfunction constantly, which was a habit of Enders, obviously, the older Enders, and give them to children in STEM, or in children, I mean age, 10 and to high school age, and for STEM and engineering courses all the way up, when they're leaving to go to college and so forth, so that they can learn, 3D engineering and modeling and so forth like that, and actually have something to work off of, because not a lot of people can afford this stuff. I can't afford this stuff, but I'm doing it anyway. Martin, what's up, my brother? Function is a matter of perspective. Absolutely. And, due to the size of the workshop, we're having to sacrifice a lot here. So, yeah, I mean, we're doing what we can with what we got. It is absolutely a man's bat cave, and the ironic part is we printed this out the other day on stream. This is my happy place. Don't F it up. That's for visitors. Other than my wife, she can, she's, wives are exempt from that. But, here's question number 1. Chat. I forgot to go looking. Can somebody pop out, go find the mount for cartographer for Dragon Burner and drop it in a DM or drop it in the Discord for me so we can actually get that printing? I forgot to go looking. So let's start off with this. Let me preheat this guy because I still haven't fixed the retraction issue. The Dew Ender is one of my favorite builds I've ever done so far. It was my first actual complete build. If you guys don't know, it was designed by Sergey Ibris, and he was a mad genius. He took two Ender 3s, mashed them together to make a CoreXY printer, and the community took over from there. This thing is beautiful in all senses of the word. So we are running a Dragon Burner with a mini Sherpa extruder on it with a Bamboo Labs hot end. Yeah, that's what I thought. It pulled it out, and there's an alignment issue that I have that I've got to tear it down and actually fix. This is why I don't like doing this. Let's pull it out, cut it back off at a 45 to fix that. Thank you, JPP. We will get that printing here in just a minute. Aha, gotcha. Yeah, I've got to fix the retraction on this because it keeps doing that every time. The print end macro just keeps screwing this thing up. And don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't touch the hot end. The nerves are burned out from my fingers, so I don't feel it. So, all right. So let's let that cool down. And let's heat up the bed to 60°C. And then let's do the bed stuff. Where does all my money go? To hobbies. Why do we have so many hobbies? It's safer than drugs and just more expensive. You know, I told my wife once, I said, well, I can either do this or I can start building cars again, which would probably kill me because my back is completely shot. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys know I have a lot of health issues. And the only reason I'm standing right now is due to medications. But cars are much more expensive. And I would probably get into a lot more trouble with those. The nerves keep you from doing something stupid. Not feeling it does not make it less stupid. That's true. Hakuna Matata mount. Where am I from? Colorado. Lived here on my entire life. How about you, my friend? Where are you bound for? Gergman, I don't know. Decided my midlife crisis to have fast printers instead of fast cars. There is something to be said for fast printers. They can get pretty expensive. But in the same token, I could spend the same amount of money on just one piece for a fast car that I could buy a dozen fast printers for if I had that kind of money. So let's do this. Let's bring up another copy of Orca Slicer. Oh yeah, we have this in the wrong window. Oh no! There we are. Okay, well, we are getting the wrong display capture. There we go. You're tuning the first layer on your SV08. So you're going to have to tell me, Cody, how do you like the SV08? Because I have heard a lot of people say that they are just not happy with that thing. So prepare. Do ender. So we just got PLA in it right now. This is a basic profile that I've created. It was built off of, believe it or not, the Ender 5 profile. Mark Forged metal machines or a rotary engine. Decisions. Yeah. Similar to an Ender, it's a progress machine. Knowing that, I love it. Yeah, so the SV08 was, everybody was like, oh God, I want one. And then they forgot it and they said, oh God, it's a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. I would actually love to have one if somebody were to donate it to me so I could actually make it go good, So let's take a look at this thing. So this is a very conservative profile that I've got going on here. I've sped it up just a little bit, but not a lot. Right now, a metal printer would be a large money pit. So it depends on what you're doing with it. If you're just doing it for hobby, it's a money pit. But I do know a couple of gentlemen that actually own a couple of them, and they print exhaust systems for, believe it or not, cars, and they are making a ton of money. They went and got a loan for $250,000, mortgaged both of their houses, and got 2 printers, and started off in a workshop in the one guy's garage, in the back of his garage anyway, and started there just doing fab work. And now they have a facility that's 15,000 square feet, and they're doing $5 million a year in work. So, and it took them 2 years to get there. So I'm trying to see in here, the quality. This is all going to be in the quality settings, obviously. Quality and speed settings are everywhere where this is going to be, where that, where that mess up happens. And it happened on 2 of these. I printed 2 of them, and it's the same thing. And it's just a little bit of a rough section, and we just need to go through and just figure this out. Intake and exhaust systems, custom manifolds. Yeah, and there's all sorts of actual good utilizations for that. I actually know a gentleman who's designing custom engine blocks, not for cars, but custom engine blocks for high-speed chainsaws. Think about that one. Competition chainsaws. And he's actually having the same gentleman that I was just referring to print them. So let's actually open up this model. Wherever the hell the model went. This is odd. Why isn't that project there? I don't know. Okay, there we go. Here's the phone stand. This is what it looks like, guys. So it's these areas right here that you guys see them how these just look funky, and I don't know why. Oh, I know. JPP, I know. I mean, they're insane. But instead of being CNC, these, he's having his chainsaws printed. And I'm like, are you absolutely mad? Because they're cheaper to print. So you guys, tell me what you guys see here. What should I be changing? Let's look at the basic PLA profile first. And I just I chose a Bamboo Lab profile just for the hell of it. Was that a spider? No, it wasn't. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're just going to turn the main cam off and the Ozbot cam off on this, just so you guys can get a full view of this. So I want the community to come together to help me figure this out. So we're going to start off with the filament profile. So this is just basic PLA. Flow ratio is 0.98, pretty much standard. Now, mind you, this is a mini Sherpa that I have tuned. I have tuned, but we can do that again if you guys like. We can retune and ensure that, 100 millimeters is 100 millimeters. I mean, I guess you consider those unsupported cutouts, but they're very small and very short. But we have other defects in the print as well. So slowing down for the bridges in those sections, we could do that. I mean, it's like this is a very, quick print, so. What are we doing for bridging on this? I don't even remember what we're doing for bridging. Overhangs, bridging, gap infills, blah, blah, blah. Bridging. I mean, we're actually going pretty damn slow for bridging. TJL, what's going on? Welcome. All right, you guys are saying bridging. All right, so we're going to slow this down. So we'll slow down to 15 and slow internal, because that would be an internal bridge. We'll slow that down to 35. Just give it time to just do its thing and cool. Slice the plate. Slice the plate, slice the plate. And I do believe that there is a camera on that thing. So what we're going to do is add source. I believe that's the S6. Ah, there we are. So while we're playing with this, we'll just do this and by the way, this machine is using a BD sensor. If you guys haven't seen this, we're gonna home it here. And then upload and print this baby. And once we get this print started and, you know, make sure everything seems to be copacetic, we'll move on to the next little bit of whatever we want to do today. No, the top side seems to be all right. It does need a little bit of tuning, but not as bad. But I wanted to do, wanted to test it one piece at a time instead of making a bunch of adjustments, obviously. And it's such a small piece that, I don't mind wasting some filament. But, and here's a poll question for you guys. Here's a poll question. Put in chat, say yes or no, whether I should put the 3MS on the Do Ender, the Ender 5, or the Ender 6. Not yes or no. Just put Do Ender, Ender 5, or Ender 6. Whether on which one you think I should put the 3MS on. The first one, because we're going to build another one too. We currently have one 4-lane 3MS built. We just got, we actually might put it all together today too. The Ender 5, Gergman says. LTX says of the 5. Gergman says the Ender 6 needs index. Oh, God, you're evil, man. It's going to be a Trident, so that'll be interesting. The Ender 3. Come on, man. What are you talking about? I could do it. I have an Ender 3. I will, you know what? Don't dare me. Don't you dare me. I will do it. Okay, if you guys sponsor it, I will put an index on it on the Ender 6 on the Trident. You guys come up with the cash to do it, I'll do it. You double dog dare me to put a 3MS on an Ender 3. All right, hold on. Just hold on a second. Ender 3. I will put a stealth burner on this thing to make it even worse than that. And we'll put a 3MS right on the top of it. I don't know if anybody's done an MMU3 Ender 3 yet. I'm pretty sure somebody's done something stupid like that. I'm more than happy to do stupid things. I mean, it's sitting right here. See, it's right here. I do need to actually, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, hold on. Excuse me. God dang, I hate coughing into the microphone because I don't have the ability to mute it remotely. Where's that bag of crap? The bag of crap is where? Ah. Wrong bag. Ah, there it is. While we're waiting here, I wanted to get the plastic extruder off. So let's do top down. Move some stuff over. This gives me an opportunity to use my fancy dancy new screwdriver. Caleb, you're seriously late. No, you're just in time. No such thing as being late. Do. Let's see. Okay, those are really hard to get out. It's a 2.5. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, so it doesn't like that. It says, too tough. Need manual help. There's just certain things that I don't want on this, and that's plastic. I think the next one I build is going to have HDX on it, but I'm just like, you know what? I just don't care. I have all these from all the old Enders that I had, and I was like, I want to use them. I have like so many extruder motors. And if anybody knows where to get longer bits for these, you know, like the really long ones, please let me know. Oh, dear Lord, that thing is tight. It should not be that tight. There's too many ugga-duggas. Too many ugga-duggas. Well, it does come with a bit extender, but, you know, it's got this damn thing. But I want the long shank ones. I'll show you what I mean here in just in a moment. So what I'm talking about is these types. Come here. You know, long shank bits. You know, of course, this is 1/4 inch, but long shank bits like this. Except for I want the, you know, the long shanks. That way they can go into the smaller areas. And I've seen them on other people's streams before. What do we got going here? Got V0. You guys are so funny. Too funny. All right. We will get rid of the plastic and put another aluminum one on. Because these aluminum ones actually kick some ass. They're not the, I've only got one. Do I have a, I have a, yeah, I've got one double gear on here. Let's see. How's this printing? We'll see what happens. So let's see. We need to get this thing to where it lines up, and a maker chip actually works pretty dang well for this. Or does it? The last time I put one together, it did. Stop that. Fat fingers don't work. Got to go harass down on our maker. All right, buddy. Thanks for being here. That actually is so much better than dealing with my crappy arthritis, honestly. All right. And then this goes in here. And we'll just set this to the side, and we'll just do this by hand. This pops in there. This goes in right here. And that makes me so much happier. We have all aluminum. Oh, there's something missing. We're actually missing the cap off of that. Were we missing the cap off the other one too? I've got extra caps. I'll have to find one and put it on. Because this spring doesn't do you any good unless you have the pusher cap on it. Yeah, the cap is missing. I'll be darned. Let's pull this out. Well, I think I can compress it and actually put it back in. Let me see. I've got a whole tray of Ender stuff over here. You come here. Oops, that fell. Well, interesting. Where is that one container? Did I actually put it up? That'd be an interesting thought. Did I put it up properly? I have no idea why those are in here. Those can get thrown away. Not over there. Not in there. Oh, we got to open the door on the Cobra S1. We have a print done. Well, horse puckies. I will find, I've got a tray of those things, and I don't know where the heck they are. This is why I need to do a full workshop cleanup, everybody. I need to do a full-ass workshop cleanup. Because I have stuff everywhere still. What are these? Hard drive mounting screws. Ah, look. I think I just see there's another extruder kit right here. Yep, and there's one right here. You're trying to figure out if you need to burn down your workshop or clean it. See, I'm kind of of the same opinion, except for I just built this workshop and I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, I try to keep some stuff somewhat in order. See, this little guy right here. This little guy right here. This little thing right here. If you don't have that in there, that spring doesn't do you any damn good. So we're going to pull the lever off. Just so we can lift that up to put this in. Because that's what pushes the spring to compress it to give you tension. Wrong screw. You should have seen yours in the last stream. I need to catch your streams. Somehow I seem to always miss your streams, buddy. And I am not sure how that happens. There we go. Yeah, it catches there. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. And voila. And the way this works is it just hangs off the 2020 extrusion. And there's a piece that mounts on the bottom here for the actual MCU. And for the MCU, I'm just going to use an ender board on it because I'm not going to waste a pico. And this one, we're going to use a 4.2.2 board because why not? There's no use in using something even more advanced than that. So I actually need to go find the mount for that. Because the Pico board mount is easy enough to find, but I am not going to waste a nice Pico board for that. Because I have other plans for Pico boards. You're trying to find a... So, Friday night, so you can take your mother to car shows. That is awesome. I had actually said this the other day, and I've been saying this for a while now to other creators. And I need everybody that is a creator to take this to heart. Let me fix the camera because it's being a butthead once again. It is, and it did it again. It turned on tracking on me and whatever, I don't care. But it is very incredibly hard to find a time to stream in prime time anymore where people actually watch. This is one of the reasons I stream during the day is because there's just no space at nighttime. But that might change. And I might end up stepping on somebody's toes. And as a creator, I don't want to do that. But there's a point where you're not going to have a choice. It's like everybody knows I have been streaming at 2 p.m. Eastern for the last 6-8 months. And people have been slowly stepping into that space, that time space. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one bit. There have been other times where I've seen other people just get absolutely snotty about it. Well, you're streaming in my space. Guess what? It's not your space. It's not. What's up, heathen? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It's not your space. It's not your time slot. Between YouTube and Twitch, there are 285 million streamers, million creators out there. It's not yours. We all just try to work together, and if we run into each other, it happens. There are 24 hours in a day. We're going to run into each other. It happens. The only thing we can do is try to be polite and work with each other and work around each other's schedules when we can. And if we can't, then we share an audience. It's like right now, Down Under Maker and I are sharing an audience. That's all there is to it. You know? So we do the best we can with what we have. And you try not to be an asshole when somebody's streaming at the same time as you. Because guess what? It's not your time slot. You don't own it. That's my 2 cents on the subject. You know, I have seen people literally throw hissy fits about it, and there's no use in doing that. You want more people to come to your stream than theirs? Create better content. That's all the whole subject is. Exactly, Craig. Cragard. Exactly. You know? And that's what I'm trying to do with my content. I'm stepping up the game. And there's a lot of fun things that are going to be changing here soon. We have, by the way, if you guys want one of these shirts, you can go find them on Amazon. Search for Captain Kearn. Yeah, I got Amazon merch on Amazon, baby. Oh, you can also go to my merch shop. I have a dozen plus shirts up there now. God dang. I love saying that because it took me forever to find and create good designs. And I was so happy that I was actually getting into it. I mean, absolutely, heathen. You know, we all have to do the best we can and with what we have to work with. And the only thing I can tell every creator out there, be who you are. Don't be who everybody wants you to be. Don't be a character. I was a character during my game streaming days for a long time. For a long fucking time. And it made me miserable. The whole character of Captain Kearn started decades ago. 30 years ago. And Captain Kearn literally became me, merged into my real life. And I haven't been happier about it since because I gave up on the character. Oh yeah, oh god, Destiny streamers were so bad. You know. And every once in a while, you guys will see me, I'll put the pirate hat on and I'll screw around and play a character for a little while, but I'm always me. What you see is what you get. I'm not always this happy and I'm not always this cheerful. So there's a little bit of an act that does come on because I don't want you guys to go, oh my God, this guy's fucking depressed. So yeah, I do put on an air every once in a while because I'm in pain 24 hours a day. If I acted like I wasn't, there would never be a stream. There would never be content ever created. But I try to get past it and I try to be a little bit happier for my sake, not for your guys' sake. And I don't try to show people what they want to see. I try to show people what I want them to see. And that's me. There was a reason why when my daughter died, when she was killed, I didn't stream for 18 months. Almost a full 2 years. Almost a full 2 years. Let's check on that printer. Look at that. Look at it. Oh yeah, by the way, the Centauri Carbon is printing multi-board. And the V0 is doing nothing. Let's go to that screen there. Oh yeah, it's really slowing down for those overhangs. Sensation Black. Yes. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. You know. And I'm glad that I can talk about it these days. It was a rough time. It still is a rough time. Craigard, well, yeah, thank you. No, my daughter was killed by her boyfriend in 2022. He shot and killed her, so it was the most horrible thing that I've ever dealt with in my life. He is now rotting in a Nebraska prison. And I pray to God every day that he never, ever, ever comes out of it. But enough of that. We're not here to get anybody down. I do appreciate the sentiment, though. Why do I hear sirens? Okay. Pop the bed. I love that pop. When does everybody love that? When you get a print done and you can just pop the bed and he goes, pop. So I'm going to be walking around, talking to you guys, reading chat, and doing all the things. You're good, JPP. I appreciate you being here, buddy. By the way, JPP, how are you doing on your fundraiser? If you guys don't know, my buddy JPP is hopefully going to be on a TV show pretty soon. Always trying to support my friends doing cool shit. Where's that driver? That's the wrong damn driver. Build over bot. He's had plenty of trouble in the prison. From inmates and guards alike. Ah, look at this. Yes. Okay. I'll have to switch the camera here in a minute and show you guys what just came off the build plate, because now I can stand the Ender 5 up on all four legs. Oh, I just gave it away. Oh, boy. Beautiful people. God, don't get me singing. I will burn all of your damn ears out. So, yeah. I got to do a better purge line on that, because it looked like there was a bit of a purge issue when it started the print on that do ender. We're going to get there on that thing. I just got to spend some time tuning it. You've been thinking about doing an Ender NG build? I would highly encourage it. The NG is an awesome build. I do want to do one myself. That's one of the reasons I kept back at one of the Enders that I still have. Actually, one of the Ender Max Neos, I do want to do a Max NG build. But I got to raise some funds for that, because it's about a $700 build. I just don't have any money for that one. JPP, post your links, brother. We need to get your fundraiser going. Pimp out what you're doing too, bud. Guys, if you don't know, JPP, my buddy JPP, is trying to get himself to a TV show. And it's going to be badass. I recently got me a cheap Chinesium smartwatch. I just actually got it yesterday, and surprisingly, it was a Amazon haul win. Amazon haul purchase. It was a $65 watch that I got for $10, and I am stupidly happy with this thing. It's got a beautiful screen on it, just the right amount of apps, and it's not totally invasive. I I got it for the health monitoring and, you know, all that good stuff. Funny thing is my health, my dieting app that I use says that I'm going to reach my goal of 220 pounds the day after my 20-year-old son's 21st birthday, January 21st next year. No, January 10th next year, not 21st. Where the hell did I get that number from? There you go. If you guys can help JPP out, he needs a little bit of funds help because apparently they weren't too upfront with the costs involved with doing all the things to get to this TV show. Dear God, it's getting hot in here. But I want to see my buddy on TV. Did you guys know, here's a bit of history for you, that I was in a TV commercial back in 2000. It was in 2000 in Grand Junction, Colorado, a local TV show, TV commercial for Frontier Internet, of all things. Dressed up like a cowboy, riding a horse. And I've been trying to find footage of that so I can show people for at least 15 years now. Perfect, buddy. Perfect. We'll bring that up here in a minute. What did we get? What just happened to you? Anonymous tipped 134.43. What just happened? Anonymous, was that for me or for JPP? What just happened? Thank you so much. You can just picture the assless chaps. Oh my God, dude. Holy cow. We just had a huge donation. Yeah, if it, and I don't know who, in fact, that was for. You just got yourself one of those electric screwdrivers? Awesome. You're going to be camping out there? Holy bejesus, buddy. Why don't I ever get your Facebook posts? That drives me insane. Yeah, I'm not sure, but thank you so much to whoever Anonymous is. That is very generous of you. I am very humbled by that. And that we was friends. Well, if it was for you, they're welcome to DM me on Discord and I will get it to you. How's that sound? That way it still remains anonymous. So, by the way, you guys can see it. Hey, camera, over here, baby. Come here. Give me a camera. You can do it. Come here, baby. There we are. You guys, we have legs on the Ender 5. This is the legs off of, the previous legs off of our friend that guy makes. Didn't work out. And I wanted to support his work, but sadly, they just don't work out for what we're doing. So we put the legs off of the Mercury 1 kit on. I accidentally printed 3 of the A's instead of 2 B's. Yeah, it happens. So we're here now. And yeah, look at this. We have the Physitech EMS system going on. I need to figure out how to mount this crap, because mounting this is absolutely driving me insane. So it's teal for the base, and then this beautiful, beautiful green. So yeah, getting this underneath here to mount and getting these screw holes to match up so I can actually screw it onto the actual power supply is damn near impossible. I've got everything else, all the other electronics, pretty much figured out. It looked like black in the distance. Yeah. So let's go over to that camera. Now you can see it better. Oh yeah, while we're waiting, let me go to the DMs, because you sent me the cartographer beacon probe, the Hakuna Matata. Download. Every single day, I have to log back into printables. What is going on with that? That is driving me absolutely batty. All right, so Orky Slicer. Go in, I'm just gonna add this to the current build because why not? It's the same settings, it's all Voron settings, nobody cares. Slice them, plate them. Oh, no. That needs to go into purple. So objects, and change the color to purple, slice plate. 49 minutes, remote print. You got it, baby. Start print. Let's go. Cobra S1. Good printer. When it wants to be. Perfect. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen, I've got this weird looking dragon burner tool head, the cover on this thing. Let me show you. Look at this. There we go. You guys see this cover? Not John Doe, but Jeff Fafa, Mad Dog, was giving me shit about this thing. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool looking. It looks kind of mean. It's supposed to be color two color print, but I just printed in one color just for the hell of it. It's supposed to be like this monster looking thing. The teeth are supposed to be colored and all that around the ears. I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. And we have rails coming for everything. So, but getting to this, let's get this camera put back down here. Come here, screw. So I need to figure out a way to get this damn power supply mounted, and it needs to go in this corner right here. It needs to span these two right here like this. And so I've tried this, and I've tried spanning this, but it doesn't line up anywhere. It just drives me insane. So has anybody done the Physitech system with an LRS power supply? That is my question. Make a new one. Oh my God. I can't make a new one, Cody. I can't. I just can't do it. I don't have the power. Ow, what the? Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh, there goes my back. Holy shit, that hurts. Drivers rolled off the damn bench. I don't want to make a new one. That's the reason why. I just don't want to. So if we put this up here like this. We put this up here like this, and it needs to span a certain range of crap. See, it just doesn't work. So, and so these need to be like specifically positioned. So that one might work right there. They got to line up in certain areas. These offset ones might function. That might work there. That, I don't know if it'll work or not. I ran out of offsets. I'm going to have to print more offsets. Because it's got to tie all this together. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's done. That scared the hell out of me. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Well, that helped a little bit, but not as much as I had hoped. Whoa. Hey, stop, camera. Knock it off. Really? This damn thing. Turn off tracking. Let's see. There we go. There we go. You guys see it? It helped a little bit. But we've still got some issue. So, what are you guys thinking now? Pressure advance? Because the top doesn't look quite perfect either. Look at that. Top has got some issues. Yeah, it's going all over the place. Yeah, the camera's just being stupid. So, let's see. Let's go display. Try adjusting that. Yeah, the gaps are a little bit funky. What am I doing? Put that YouTube zip tie mechanic certification work on that part. Come on, Brad. What are you doing, buddy? How you doing? Are you out fishing? You better be out fishing. Catch all them fish. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to take a look here. Let's take a look here, make sure everything's copacetic. Holy crap. Let's drop the retraction down to 0.2. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of retraction. Let me save that. Basic information. I just want to check some stuff in here. What do you mean nozzle type undefined? It's a hardened steel nozzle. Now stop it, you little butt munch. All right, close that. Okay, so let's double check some stuff here. Bridging flow ratio. So we should lower this number down, right? Is that right? What should we lower this number down on the bridging? Take it down a little bit, like by 10? You guys think that would be good enough? I'm grasping at straws because I haven't dealt with a lot of bridging stuff, to be honest. Not, at least not on this printer, so. And, you know, we're not, well, I have. I mean, let's be honest, I have. John Doe, you have to test it. Well, yeah, but what starting point would you guys go at? Start it by 5, start it by 10? 0.8. Okay. Yeah, we'll try 0.8. Just a starting point. That's what all I'm asking, your starting point. We'll save that. And then we'll go up into the actual profile here. And the actual flow ratio, it seems like it's going a little hot. So we're going to take that down to 0.95. And we're going to enable pressure advance on it. And we'll leave it at 0.02 for now, because pressure advance wasn't even set. So, but let's go to cooling before we save anything. And internal bridge fan speed. Wait, internal bridge fan speed. The part cooling fan speed used for all internal bridges set to -1 to use the overhang speed instead. Oh, hell no. No. We'll start off with, I think I was using 40%. On another profile. Does that sound about right? At about 40% on bridges? Yeah. We're just going to label this PLA basic. And I'm just going to put no cooling for the first 3 layers because why not? We changed a couple of things there. We'll slice the plate. And wait, hold up. Hold up. Something I want to look at here. Where's my start code? Okay, that's fine. Now we need to go to the device. Yes, thank you very much, machine. Let's go to my macros. Okay, yeah, sure. Printer goes brr. Print end, print. Okay. The print end, I need to find out. I don't have any retraction in the print end macro. So why is it doing such a huge retraction? G1, F1800. Yeah, there's nothing. All right. Send it. Print it again. All right. There we go. See, we're doing all sorts of stuff today, everybody. We got things for everybody. Oh, crap. Get that off of there. That'll fudge everything up. And you guys haven't noticed, but my logo is actually embedded in the front of the toolhead cover on that, and I absolutely love it. It's the same thing on the Voron V0. I actually did the same on that. Actually, I want to reprint that, but all right. So in a couple of days, we're actually probably, well, next week's actually going to be pretty much shot, I think. because wifey has surgery. Well, no, on the 29th. So we might be able to do a stream on the 28th. But on the 26th, now on the 26th, we're probably going to be starting on designing the gantry for the Ender 6 Trident. There's going to be a lot of measuring involved. And I only bought 4 pieces of 2020 extrusion. Yeah, it's on Friday, babe. I only bought 4 pieces of 2020 extrusion, so we're gonna have to be pretty damned exact. It's gonna be interesting. Good Lord, my back is hurting. Next Friday, Heidi, next Friday. And the fun part is I'm actually considering reprinting all the parts, the printed parts for the Do Ender once again, just because I want to make it look different. I don't know. Okay, anyway. So we're going to wait till that starts, and then we'll move on and see if we can't get something going here. It looks like I'm going to have to print more of the nubbies, and I'm going to have to do a better job because these didn't print very well. Oh, look, I do actually have one more. So let's get this off of here. What do you guys think of LDO's new mini 48 volt power supply? I kind of want them because I want to do 48 volt in the Trident, the Ender 6 Trident. There's a few surprises that are going to come along with that machine. I'm pretty excited about it. The funny part is I put a Manta 5P in it. JKD Buck, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. It's been a long time. But I put a Manta 5P in it, and then I find out that it's not big enough. So we're going to have to end up upgrading that to either a Manta 8 or go with something bigger like a Kraken. Because we're going to be going 5160s. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I kind of like the Manta platform. I actually need to talk to Mello and find out if they actually have a platform that supports 5160s all the way. I've read that some of them do, but I need to find out everything. Squid Indirect Raid, what's going on? Hello, everybody. Britt Tanner, thank you for subscribing over on the YouTube. You're awesome. I'm off camera at the moment. I don't know why. 3D printing, it's amazing. It was only a dream when we were kids. Yes, it is, in fact, totally amazing. Right now, we're just doing some tuning and testing, printing off these little... What the hell was that? My whole building just shook. There's no wind. Gee, many crickets. But what you see on the screen is a foldable, collapsible cell phone holder that I did not design. It's a file that I got off printables.com. We're just trying to print it on the Do Ender and make sure we can print it beautifully on that machine. because this is a machine that I built from ground up. Made it out of 2 old Ender 3s. And just trying to make it awesome. Awesome and possum. Do 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 do. So, but for now, we are going to be in the Ender 5. We're going to be throwing in this SKR3 Easy because it's what I have on hand. I could put a SKR3. Oh, so here's a poll. Here's a poll, guys. Should I put the SKR3 SKR? Holy crap! I can't speak English. The SKR3 Easy board or an SKR3 Turbo 1.4. I got both that we can use. An SKR3 V1.4 Turbo. Which you guys think would be a better board to put in this? We can put both. Wifey, just because it says turbo doesn't mean it's better. Ding ding. Timu says I can save $210 if I buy $3,000 worth of crap today. More turbo, more better. Projects in Dad's garage in the house. Welcome, buddy. Well, Alex, what would you say? The 3 or the turbo? More turbo, more better? The footprint on both is technically the same. I mean, we're just doing what we want to do here. By the way, if you all haven't, the E3 V3. Well, this is the big boy of the Mini. This is the SKR3 Easy. There isn't a supercharger. You got to go turbo. Yeah. Naturally aspirated turbo. With 100 shot of NOS, man. And blow the doors off them some bitches. We're gonna put it in 1962 Cadillac. They'll never know what's hitting them. If you guys haven't guessed, I'm indulging in my very bad habit. And I'm done with it. By the way, we're almost done with that journey again. Boing! Oh, they all have bugs. I mean, it's just electronics. Well, I think for the moment, because I think I will keep the turbo because these things are rare. The turbos are rare. And I'll be replacing the board in this anyway once the Mellow equipment shows up. Because we're gonna be testing that out. We're just gonna go with this. So, and I've already printed the mount out for it. So we're just gonna go with what we've got. So let me go to the build camera. It's not a vape, buddy. Not a vape. Oh, dear God. So let's see if I can put this on without breaking things. So I do believe that this one went at the end. I have everything I want laid out properly. This is the only thing that's been giving me fits, is this damn power supply mount. Son of a... Well, that screw just got lost to the ether. Oh, dear God. Oh, that... Yeah, that did not feel good. I can't see chat from over there. The board you already own is the best board. Yes. The ones you don't have to spend money on. You can do it. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. There's one. What's up, LTX? You must sacrifice to the floor gods. Absolutely. The gods of the floor, man. They demand their sacrifices, especially M3x8s. Thankfully, I have a lot of M3x8s now. And that one does not fit. So we're going to have to find a new home for that. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. See, this is my problem. I can't ever get this damn thing to line up for more than 1 or 2 holes, man. It's freaking embarrassing. I just had this lined up, and it's now not lining up again. All right. Let's take this off. So if we take it down a little bit. And then the screws get stuck. See, this is what I'm talking about. This LRS mount is absolute garbage. What's up, Acid Fly? How are you doing? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Hey, John Doe, what's going on, buddy? We just chilling like a villain. Trying to get this stupid Meanwell power supply mount on. Thing's annoying as sin, man. It's annoying. So we got it pushed down just a little bit. I mean, if I can get 4 total on here, I'd be stupidly happy. But I think I'm only going to be able to get maybe 3. Maybe 3. I don't know. I'm just going to do this, and we're going to lock this puppy in and then just screw it down and deal with the consequences later. Yeah, there's not a lot of support there, but it's just going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just going to have to do. I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm like in 14,000 pounds of pain, but I'm having fun today. And that's what matters. Get my big head out of the way. I think we got it. I would have liked to have 4 on there, but 4 was just not in the cards, man. I think I can stiffen that up, though. Oh, the one-liners. I'll try to behave. Don't behave for my account. I mean, I ain't stopping you. So, all right. Okie dokie smokies. There is somebody in my neighborhood that is barbecuing, and I am jealous because I'm hungry. Getting there anyway. Wait, which direction did this go? So this went here. Yeah, I wanted to keep the cable short, but so spanning this is a little bit of a pain in the ass. And I know I had it this way in the drawing that I did. So, but the USB cable, that is where I was having fits with. So I think I'm going to actually end up having to turn it. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to put this right there. Actually, that won't do me any damn good. So putting it here would actually be the most beneficial. I love this system. It's actually very well thought out. But you actually have to think out your placement of things much in advance. Go back over here and look at chat. What's up, Jack? I'm being rather funny today. Must have been my meds. It probably is. I'm also funny looking, so there is that. Get in the hole! Get in the hole! What the hell, man? The offset is not going where it's supposed to go. It's got the wrong offset. The offset is the wrong one. That's still a B offset. Did I not print enough of Z offsets? Meh. See, that's going to put it at cockeyed, and I don't like that. I will have to print off the other ones. Okay. We has problem we must fix. And this is for the actual computer, the board. And that's going to go over here. And we're going to have to put a tie right there because we don't have a choice. But we do have a choice right here. So, and we're going to be using the little kick pies since I have a lot of these. At least it's entertaining. Yes, I'm not being boring today. I know all the other streams I have are boring. You sons of bitches don't like me anymore. So, it needs to go this way, which is incompatible with what we want to do. So we're going to put it this way. And this is my own custom mount because there's nobody that made a mount for the kick pie. So I had to make a mount. And I'm going to be publishing this up on the printables and the Maker World. For the Physitech EMS system. And yet again, I have the wrong. Yep, it's the wrong damn one. So I got to print off a boatload of more of those. But we can put some ties in. So we're going to put a tie in right there. Yep. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, are you kidding me? The leg broke off. What the hell, man? The leg split off, guys. Look at that. I knew there was something funky about this print. It just did not function the way I wanted it to. Well, looks like I'm going to be reprinting legs tonight. Oopsies. Screenfire Germany just give us a raid with 13 people over on the Twitch. Welcome, everybody. I am Captain Kearn. Let me get to the main screen. What's going on, all you beautiful people? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome. Too tight of a grip. No, it was me being stupid and putting all the weight on it. Because there's no skirts on it, it didn't have anything to, distribute that pressure. We are doing well, my friend. You just played Metal Gear Solid 2. Nice. Nice. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? I am a former gamer, mostly content creator and maker these days. I do 3D printing and build 3D printers and electronics projects. All sorts of fun stuff. Welcome to the stream. And I just broke the legs of a printer I'm building. Give me a second, guys. It happens. Oh yeah, accidents always happen. I never filter out my mistakes. I show everybody what the real life world of a maker is, such as a disastrous, messy shop. Oh, yes. Thank you. It's a nightmare right now. As the stream title says, we're supposed to be cleaning the shop, and we haven't got to that yet. I can't even get the camera to pan over to that side right now, but this is only a part of the shop. It's a 13 by 22 building, so you're seeing less than a quarter of it right now. Well, maybe a third. But we have the resin printing station over there. The other corner next to the resin printing station is going to be the photography station once I ever get it all cleaned up. All sorts of good stuff. Will I build a flux compensator or a flux capacitor? I actually do have the STLs to print a flux capacitor, and one day there's some specialty electronics that I need to get to do that one. Incoming ad break in 2 minutes over on the Twitches. Thank you, Heidi. Well, so I've got some things I need to print for that. I did not expect this to break again. And yeah, that's unfortunate. Funny enough, that is the leg that I just printed too. So something must have happened. Unfortunate. But we will work on that. Let's see where we're at over here on the do-ender. Things looking a little bit better. Print settings are looking a little bit nicer here. What are we looking at on the Centauri Carbon? We're almost done with the multi-board. It's got another 50 minutes left, it says. That can't even be right. We're on layer 29 of 34 on the section of multi-board. Catch you later, Screenfire Germany. Thank you for rating us over. Peace out, my friend. But my gosh, everybody, if you haven't already, do me a big old favor and hit that like, follow, subscribe button. And I don't ever say no to those Twitch Prime subs, because those don't cost you a dime and they help me out a lot. So, and if you're interested in any of the projects that I'm doing, I do keep a live GitHub going. The Ender 6 Trident project right over there, the one in blue. That one is pinned in my GitHub right now. So we're going to be starting on that one here next week, and we'll see where we go from there. Had to go stir the desiccant you're drying. Oh, well. Make sure you stir it good, you know, like a witch on a cauldron. But we print all sorts of fun things, like little boxes like this. This one holds 18650 batteries. But cool thing about stuff like this is this one is designed as an insert. I love these little boxes. But anyway, let's see. What else do we got going on here? We're supposed to be cleaning the workshop. We never got to that today. Oh, I do need to mention one of my sponsors, Central 3D Printing. Central3dprinting.com. They sponsor all of my ABS filament here in the workshop. And go over and check him out, because Matt is a great guy trying to build a small business. And if you guys need Nevermores or all sorts of different, you know, gadgets or what have you in the 3D printing world, or good ABS plus filament, he's got you covered. So head on over there. As well as on the V0, I was also sponsored a Firethorn build plate. We're going to be testing this out. We still need to do some testing and tuning on that. Like I said, we've got some issues on that, on the V0 to do. You know what? We could do some of that. Let's bring that little puppy up in front and center. That thing's been driving me bonkers. Where's my mouse? Let's see. No, wrong thing. There we are. You printed some small flexi stitch figures yesterday. Tiny things. Sold one. Got a request to make it bigger. 100. Nice. Very nice, Jack. That is awesome possumness. So let's go to the display screen here. And let's turn off that camera, because we don't need that camera for this. This is my brand new Voron V0 that we finished last week. That was sponsored by Mr. Howie Do It himself. It's part of the Voron PC project. If you guys don't know what that is, let me bring this up here, and that way I don't dox myself real quick, because I don't have any idea what's up on the rest of these screens. Yeah, that would have been a very bad idea. Something's up with printables. Has anybody else noticed this? There we are. Okay, so go to this screen here. This is the Voron PC project done by Mandic Really, Alan Mandic. He's a really good guy. So I built the actual the PC. It's sitting on the floor over there, and I had this. Yeah, printables has been DDoSed recently, and they've got all sorts of weird issues. I had this weird idea. So Alan did something really nice, really awesome. He built this really incredible project, right? I mean, it's cool. It's awesome looking. I've got one sitting on the floor. There's just one problem with it. If you're going to build a Voron-inspired PC, it needs a Voron, doesn't it? I mean, am I crazy? Well, that's beside the point. Don't anybody answer that. Yes, I am in fact fucking insane. I know this. I'm insane. Because I'm attaching a V0 to this machine here. So I'm attaching a V0 to the Voron inspired PC. And it's going to look pretty dang sick. And there'll be two different variations of it, actually. One where you can simply mount it as a clip-on style mount, and one that's a permanent mount. And the clip-on style mount is going to be a simple printables project. And the perma-mount I am hoping to get made into a kit sold by LDO. That one's going to be very invasive and changes the project dramatically. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want a V0 attached to their PC? Because it doesn't. That means the V0 does not require a Pi at all, because you can utilize a virtual machine straight off of the PC. Yeah, there's all sorts of benefits to this, especially if you run Linux. You can run Klipper inside of a container, a Docker container. There's all sorts of fun benefits to this. But yeah. But I like pie. I like pie too. Pecan pie, apple pie, strawberry rhubarb pie. But I want more power. More power. Oh. All right. Anyway. Back to these messages. Key lime pie. Ooh, key lime pie, yeah. Lemon meringue pie. Lemon meringue pie is the shiznit. So let's go through this a little bit, because I did find something that I had wrong. I couldn't print multiple objects, and that's because I had object exclude configured incorrectly. My bad. But this thing refuses to print ABS or ASA for anything. And I don't know why. I have literally, as you guys can't see, but I have redone everything that I can figure out in here. Well, mince pies are awesome. Minced meat pies are awesome. We have PID tuned this thing to the moon. I just don't understand it. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. So just going through the config real quick. You know, it is basically a standard V0 config. You know, going through the extruder here, there's nothing that I can find that says anything otherwise. Other than, for some reason, the V6 hot end is a ceramic hot end. Why does it say 270 as the max temperature? I couldn't figure that one out. It's a Triangle Labs V6 hot end, and I don't understand why it would say that. And no, it is not this one. It is the ceramic one. Yeah, it's this one right here. This is the one that shipped with the kit. Yes, I don't care about your damn cookies. What is the max temperature on this thing? 300C. So this should not be 270. Is that what's causing this? And you always put it just a little bit above. That way there's a little bit of temperature variation on your PID tune. Let's PID tune this one more time. I'm PID tuning it to 265 for a reason, by the way. Oh my gosh. Size of my back is huge. I am 270 though. But I've lost 40 pounds. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would either. But see, I need this machine to work perfectly so that I can do the testing I need to do on these brand new Firethorn plates, because these plates are supposedly the shiznit. And it prints PLA beautifully. It even prints PETG beautifully. But it just does not want to print ASA or ABS. And I don't get it. I've tried 3 different brands. And it just says, oh, hell no. And while this thing is warming up for the PID tune, we're just going to pop this out, because the last one I tried was LDO for the second time. So we're going to just pull that completely out. This is the a spool of LDO blue. Oh, Lord Almighty. And let's put in, I just got done drying this, as a matter of fact. So I know this is a good roll of Central 3D's ABS Plus Brown. This is the reason I need to get this cleaned up. I don't have enough room in here for printers. I don't have enough room for stuff. Yeah, this spent 15 hours in the dryer, so. Come on. What the hell? All right. Oh, it's already cooled off. Okay. So save config. Just PID tune the damn thing. Jose from LDO, you walked in at a bad time? No, brother, you did not have a bad time. We are just PID tuning the V0 because for some reason I cannot get it to print ABS and ASA. And I'm not blaming it on anybody's filament. It just won't print any. I've tried 5 different brands. How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's like being weird. So let's set our target temp at 265. Excuse me. And right now, I'm not on screen because I want the focus to be this thing. Yeah, so it goes in the extruder just fine. Let's close it up. And the print's done over here. Oh, we got some elephant foot that time. What's going on with that? Have to look at that later. Oh, that's looking much better. So, we'll figure that one out here in just a second. Where does it fail? So it will lay down the first layer okay, and then it goes spotty. It's very strange. But the weird part is this thing will print PLA beautifully. It'll print PETG pretty much beautifully. But the moment I stick in ASA or ABS, it goes, you suck. So we're trying to figure that one out. We have gone through and I have done all sorts of things. So we're just trying to figure out where do we go from here. So we got a Voron test cube here, and we're just going to do a first few layers real quick. And so this is pretty much my multi-profile here. It's not even, I use a Polymaker profile just for the hell of it. 265, 105, volumetric speed, 12. Cooling, nothing for the first 4 layers. Blah, 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 blah. This is a V0, so it doesn't care about most of the rest of that. All right. So let's just do a full send. No, it's not coming from a dryer box. It's coming from the spool on the back. All right. Well, that gets ready to do its thing. Give me a second, and then I will be back on screen here. I'll be back on camera. Oh, Lordy. I have to go do some stretches real quick, guys. This is, honestly, we set out to clean the workshop today, and we've actually made more of a mess. I love it. I'm trying to actually get some stretching in here, and I don't think anybody wants to see my big old butt bend over. No, no. No, no, no. It would not be wet filament. So, oh, there we go. There's me. And for some reason, the camera is not at the right height. There we go. And let's bring the webcam back down. It's a very interesting angle that I put the camera on the V0 at. So, be back in a bit. Perfect. But yeah, so we've done quite a bit today. We showed off our new little screwdriver. We did a little work to the 3MS. We're going to be putting that together on this little board here. We got the Physitech system going over with the Ender 5, and I broke the foot off the Ender 5, which I got to reprint. Yeah, it's a normal day. We did get the 2020 extrusion in from UPS to start on the Ender 6 to convert it over to a Trident. That's going to be a exhaustively long and fun project. We've been tuning the Do Ender, which has been a long time coming because it prints nice, but it doesn't print beautiful. And so the changes that we made, we have a little bit of under extrusion now, so I got to change some stuff on that. But it is doing the bridging beautifully now. So we're going to leave some of the bridging stuff alone. But it's under extruding in other areas. So we have to do a little bit of fine tuning on that. Math is to place 88. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. You are awesome. So we're going to tune that a little bit and print another one of these cell phone stands because I'm using that as a benchmark because it's got all sorts of fun little bridges and curves and all sorts of fun things to do all sorts of all that good stuff on. Is this thing going to print? Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Maybe I need to put a mains bed on a V0. It's taking too long to heat up. Does anybody make such a thing for a V0? Oh yeah, and we have the cartographer mount for said Ender 5 being printed right now for the Dragon Burner. And we are almost done with the first, multi-board plate. God, those things take forever. Mandela actually makes mains heaters. Oh my God. Well, I'll have to ask Wade about that because that would be fun. You know, it's just kind of tiresome to just sit there and wait for things to heat up. Not that I need my electric bill to go any higher. Holy crap. Almost $400 this month. Oh, the plate, not the heater. I need I got plates fine. I need a heater. I need a 110 heater. I need a mains heater, man. But so, well, technically we have cleaned up a few things, but not much. You know, but we do need to print, print and create the buffer system for the 3MS, so we can actually utilize this thing without making a complete disaster of filament. So a friend of mine, Steven, said that he was using the, what was it? The Prusa Prusa MMU2 buffer. It's a mechanical thing. It's just it just spools it up. Pretty simple. Hey, look. Oh, look, there it is. Just got to let it cool off here. Open the door and let it cool off, and we'll be good to go. Now, here's a good question. What is everybody's thoughts on annealing? Why am I not in camera? So, does anybody anneal their Voron parts? And why or why not? Or maybe it was DLL PDF. I don't know. They have a lot of interesting things over there at DLL PDF. Dillapuff. I know there's varied opinions on annealing. So when we had Doc on the show, on the podcast, on Alex's podcast the other night, I had asked a question about engineering filaments. And it's basically, you know, he said it's just basically bragging rights. However, I did a bunch of digging into it. And there is actual benefits to utilizing, you know, some of the lower end engineering filaments, such as PET CF15 or CF17 or GF15. In certain parts in your printers. But some of those engineering filaments, like CF15, have to be annealed. Or CF17, sorry, have to be annealed. Annealing can change the size of parts. Yes, they can. But in the printing instructions, they also tell you that just like with ABS, you need to print it at a certain percentage higher in size than what the actual part is actually made for. You know, ABS can actually shrink up to 2%. So on average, when I print ABS, my print profiles are not my print profiles, but on the part itself, I will generally set it to the part, instead of 100% size, I will size it to 100 and 1.4378. Because of ABS shrinkage. And annealing, you have to do the same thing. You have to adjust for, if you're going to anneal it, you have to adjust for that. So you print it at a specific size, and you have to, if you anneal it, you have to print it slightly larger just for that. And I actually just learned that today. So it's not something I knew and not something I'm an expert in. I actually just learned that today. And I, you know, cross-referenced it from Polymaker's website to Soraya Tech's website to a couple other places, and they all said the same thing. And I would really like to test that theory out. And, you know, because building a gantry, there's a lot of stress on the gantry. And I'm like, so ABS, ASA, or do I print in something cooler, like an engineering filament? And that's where I'm stuck at the moment, because I'd like to get more data on this. And it's not about the cool factor for me. It's about what is going to last longer. You know, and what's not going to break if I screw up and slam the gantry into something, or slam the tool head into the gantry, I should say. Because let's just be honest, we're makers here. We screw up a lot. This is what we do. We are, in fact, not perfect. And everybody that, you know, goes on these cameras and, you know, goes, hey, look, I can build this. And they try to show that they are perfect. And no, we're not. And I don't want anybody to ever think I am, because Lord knows I screw up more often than not. And I enjoy doing that because it shows you guys I'm human. You know, there's absolutely no reason for anybody to pretend otherwise. Cartographer mount. Go back. Well, looks pretty good to me. I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts? You're gonna focus their camera? No, it's not gonna focus. The funny part is this was supposed to be printed in purple. But somehow, some way, the printer decided it didn't want to print it in purple. Even though in the slicer, it was selected to be printed in purple. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's printing the Voron cube almost perfectly. I don't get it. This is now the 6th roll that I have tried, and it's got issues, but it's not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. It's a little splotchy. Wait. Now, I think at this point it stopped pulling filament because I don't feel it pulling anything. Yeah, now it's pulling again. I had to actually push it in. It's like it's losing adjustment. Oh, now it's air printing. Okay. What extruder and hot ends? The V6 with the HDX gear set on the mini stealth burner. So let's start it again. It's like, yeah, it's literally like it just lost all tension. It's very strange. The irony is I printed PLA on this thing this morning and it prints beautifully. It's only with ASA and ABS that it's doing this, and I don't understand it. It's driving me bonkers, people. We love air printing. Yeah, it's the stock extruder and it's in gear set hot end that comes with the formbot kit, unfortunately. So I actually do want to replace this with a dragon burner with an orbiter 2.5 at some point. But that's down the road here. So Well, let's tighten this up just a little bit more. Because with the mini stealth burner, I've printed these before. It is extraordinarily picky about the tension you put on it. The bat, that one was a bat burner is what they called it. I just thought it was funny. Let's send it again and see what happens. Because at this point, I don't think it's software. I think it's a hardware issue. I got to be honest, I actually love that little camera that I put in there. It's actually an Anycubic camera. It's meant for the Cobra S, the Cobra 3. I had an extra one, and I'm like, yeah. Why not? They're like 23 bucks up on Amazon. I didn't even have to pay for that one. My son actually sent it with all of his stuff when we're storing it. So he's like, you can keep it. I'm like, all right, cool. Works for me. But well, Cody, I've got another friend that wants to actually do a Viking burner. And you've seen my logo, right? He actually wants to take my logo, the Fenrir, and make a dragon burner cover in the style of Fenrir. I'm like, go for it, bro. That would be cool as heck. Back on the PC again. All right. I'm actually seriously thinking unknown command set filament sensor because the filament sensor is not plugged in. Where is the lighter? The lighter is missing. There's one little strand that is just not copacetic on this. It's bugging me. There we go. Yeah, when he gets done modeling it, we'll definitely I'll have him put it up on printables. It won't be just for me. I mean, it's just going to be a cover for the Dragon Burner, so. All right, what do we got here? And it's already started off. It's doing the exact same thing. It's not pulling filament. I had to actually push the filament in. Let's see if it'll actually continue or if it'll stop pulling. Could it be that this is a retraction issue? I don't see how, but it is possible. No. Caleb, really? Oh, that is so unfortunate. What blew up on his machine? JPP, thanks for being around, buddy. Oh, that is no bueno. That is so unfortunate. I don't ever like seeing another creator have bad luck like that. I've had too many Magic Smoke, instances. But I will say this, um, and somebody can clip this, but should I say this? Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. It probably wouldn't have went up in smoke if it was a Leviathan. No, I just said it. Oh boy. What's up, DJ Midnight Wolf? Now, to be fair, I have a lot of Manta boards. I've got like 4 printers running Mantas right now. I want to get some Leviathan or 2 and put them on a printer and to see how they roll, because I have not done that yet. Jose's over there smiling. Hey man, just saying facts, you know what I mean? If it was a Leviathan, you know what I mean? I'm willing to try all sorts of hardware, and you know what? I'm down to clown. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Lord Almighty. Well, we will see here. Is that thing gonna, oh God, that print looks like garbage. That is hot. Yeah, that is stupid hot garbage. And it stopped pulling filament again. And it only does this. It only does this with ABS and ASA. I don't understand. Mad Dog Jeff, hello from the future. What's up, buddy? Oh, we have a severe thunderstorm watch for my county for the next 7 hours, 45 minutes. Yeah, this is bad. A friend of mine who's a storm chaser this morning sent me a text saying, yeah, there's bad supercells coming this way. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, no. I can't handle this today or this summer at all. So yeah, you guys don't even need to see that garbage on the bed. But it started air printing, and I don't even know what it's doing at this point. But before it stopped printing, this is what we were coming up with. It's garbage. 10 in Kansas got ran over by 500 storm chasers recently. Yeah. So I am of the opinion at this point that I'm just going to have to tear down this. I don't know. I mean, is there... Let's pull this out. See, I'm not even seeing gear marks on this hardly. And I've got this spring pretty tight. That's bothering me. Holy poo, what camera fits in the V0? That camera is actually a camera that you can get from Anycubic. It fits on the Cobra 3. It's about 23 bucks. And I have it just mounted in the back corner with VHB tape. So let's try this one more time. I think it's hilarious. This thing is so small. Gregor, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate you. Oh, Lord Almighty. It just does not want to come off. Where's that one? Yeah, I always hate seeing anybody have, unfortunate, blue smoke. Because that ruins your day. It honestly does. Come on. All right. That is literally as tight as I can get that. Because there's no teeth marks on that thing at all. And I know it's lined up. I've already had that thing apart like 3 times. You had a dead short somewhere? Oh, man, that is just... That's unfortunate. That is, yeah. All right, let's do it again. Oh, better close the lid. But the one thing that I have learned in this hobby is you don't get frustrated, you just get even. You get too frustrated, everybody, you just get up and walk away for a little bit. And it's one thing about me is I just don't get frustrated much anymore. Dead shorts are an absolute pain. They really, really are. There's not much you can do about it either. Not much you can do about it indeed. So as you guys, if you guys have been sticking around, we've had a lot of projects going on. All right, we got the first plate of multi-board done. There's one thing if you guys didn't hear, we are converting over from HSW to multi-board on the wall. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I've had HSW for a long, long time. And check it out. So we got the first one done. And we're just going to hit the reprint option over on the Centauri Carbon. Full 8x8. And print. Yeah, I'm switching over to multi-board. And what somebody had mentioned this early in the stream, and I think what I'll do is once I get done printing all this out, I will box up all of my HSW and give it away on stream to somebody instead of just trashing it to somebody else that wants it. And we will mail it out to somebody. That way, if somebody wants the HSW, I will be happy to mail it out to you. So we got a couple other videos that we have to do here pretty soon. We have the video that we need to do on the black magic adhesives. And of course, the Mandela Roseworks plate. And then I've got a couple more that I need to do as well for a few other things. We got some boxes we got to ship out too. We have some stuff for friends that I'm shipping out because I keep forgetting to actually send them. I am a bad friend, apparently, because I keep forgetting to ship stuff out. And then we have the Atlantis project that I'm tired of. I'm honestly tired of printing on. I want to build it, but I'm just tired of printing. I need somebody else to print it because I'm just so tired of printing. It's just day in and day out, constantly printing. Luckily, we're down to the last, I think, 6, 7 plates. Let's see, where are we at here? Okay, we have a almost good first layer. It's still pulling filament, which is a good thing. There should be no reason why the spring has to be that tight, though. All right, well, we're just going to let it run here and see what happens for a few minutes. All right, Heidi, thanks for being around. I appreciate you. Heidi the super mod, everybody. He's leaving. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta figure out something to eat, guys. I'm getting kind of hungry. I wonder if there's any of the pasta we had from last night. That was pretty good. Or rotinis or something like that. I don't remember what they're called. Hey guys. So let's see here. I just want to see if we get about half of a cube done to see if it'll actually print properly. Everything else is we're pretty much done what we've set out to do, other than clean the workshop. That has been the one thing we have not accomplished today, which is hilarious. Okay, so let's see, where are we at? Well, she's printing away. I'll be honest, it does not look as good as PLA does, but we'll see what's going on. You're doing some leftovers tonight too? Nice. Don't forget to check my DMs after. Why do I have to check them now? I can check them now. Well, let's see. We can go to this screen and check DMs. Ooh, you guys get to see my ugly mug. Let's go look. Let's see. I have a message request. Ah, okay. Perfect. Gotcha. Bow, 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 bow. And the camera obviously does not care about personal space. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get it printing another one there. We've only got 30 more to go. Let's see, that's going to require... Oh, yeah, I got 2 heat sets I got to put in there for the cartographer. And then we can get that mounted and get that installed. Oh my gosh. Let's go take a look and see what the weather's going to do here real quick. Let's see. What that? Oh my God. That was hilarious. And it hasn't done it since. I've been trying to make it do that. I mean, could you imagine if we could do that on the podcast on demand? That was great. That was awesome. Are you coming on tomorrow night, Jose? I just want a macro where I can just hit spin. You might. Cool. I have no idea what Alex has planned for tomorrow night. He hasn't mentioned it. You know, we had Doc on last week, which was an amazing conversation. And I know he had a few other people set up, but I don't know which ones are in order. So... yeah, Murph is coming up. I wish I could go this year, but life has gotten in the way, and wifey is much more important, so. She has a surgical procedure that's going to happen on the 29th, and we don't know what her recovery period is going to be. Say Levy. Next year. That's why you're bringing yours? I wish I could bring mine. Sadly, I doubt that her doctor would approve that. Hazardous weather outlook. Let's see what we got here. Severe thunderstorms remain possible late this afternoon and lasting into the overnight hours. Locations most likely to be impacted will be along the west of Kansas 25, 1.5-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds, a brief tornado or two, and flooding are the main hazards. West of Kansas 25. West of Kansas. Still going? Of course I'm still going. Just because you leave doesn't mean I have to. West of Kansas 25. Where the hell is Kansas 25? Well, that's literally a huge swath. This is what it's saying. I'm going to show you guys this. Oh, thank you. Let me put this back to this screen. This is what it is showing. This is west of Kansas 25. That is very informative. Thank you, National Weather Service. Oh, it is. It's a Nerf gun. It's a Nerf pew pew. It's a full auto Nerf pew pew. Nuke 'em now. What's happening? Thank you for dropping in. I west of Kansas 25. Kansas 25 spans the entire north to south length of the state of Kansas. So, in fact, the storms could go to Oklahoma to Nebraska and the entire state of Colorado. This is wonderful. Kenneth Davis, what's happening? How are you? But looking at the actual forecast, bing, 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 the actual radar, it looks like we have a few storms here that are just bubbling out. We're just, just screwing around at the moment here. Storm over here in Ohio. No, got a twister. There's no twisters over here, man. Nope, not where I'm at. So, yeah, hopefully everything's nice and safe tonight. Praying for it because I don't really need that crap tonight. It is not a fun situation. You're going into the winter over there and she's cold. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, everybody, it looks like we've done something, and our Voron cube is actually turning out somewhat decent. No snow where you're at, but it does get, wow. Holy smokes. Let's go over to that display. There's a good display of the V0. She's just printing away. So apparently that spring was stupidly loose, and it was just perfect enough to do PLA, but she had to be tightened down significantly more than I expected. So it is what it is. But I will let that thing continue on and move on from there. But I am starving. So, because I did not eat lunch before I came out here, it is what it is. No, Caleb, don't do that. Just go to, I will shoot you a link in Discord to go get one because they're cheap. You got a boot too? Well, I appreciate you dropping in, Nuke. I appreciate you. But I'm going to go take off and go get some food. I appreciate all of you sticking around with me today. It's been a blast. We did not get this place cleaned up. I am never scheduling a stream for a workshop cleanup again because we didn't get it done. Yeah. But we're going to have another one on Tuesday. We might even do one this weekend. Who knows? Thank you, everybody, for being here. The Captain loves you. We'll see you in the next one. There's going to be some shorts and some long-form videos coming out very soon. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out all the other links in my LinkedIn, my Linktree profile. We have TikTok, we got Instagram, and all that good stuff. So I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.